Hi guys, this is Deekshitha, student of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering from the branch Information Science and Engineering. Here we are going to study about the list aliasing and list copying from the subject of Introduction to Python Programming, and the subject code is BPLCK20P. Now we are going to study about the list aliasing and list copying. Aliasing and copying are concepts related to how variables interact with list objects in programming languages like Python. Understanding the difference between aliasing and copying is crucial for manipulating it effectively. Let's explore each concept in detail. Aliasing is when two or more variables refer to the same list object. Changing the object through one variable affects all the other variables that refer to the same object. Copying a list creates a new list object with the same values as the original list. Modifying the copied list does not affect the original list. Slicing is a way to copy list, creating a new list object with the same values as the original list. Modifying the sliced list does not affect the original list. Now we are going to learn about in detail of aliasing and copying. Aliasing. Aliasing occurs when multiple variables refer to the same list object. In other words, multiple names are assigned to the same underlying list. When you make changes to the list using one variable, those changes are reflected when accessing the list through any other variable that aliases it. Here is an example to illustrate aliasing. Aliasing means creating a new reference to an existing list. In other words, two or more variables pointing to the same list object in memory. When changes are made to one variable, it also affects the other variables pointing to the same list. If you want to check whether two variables are aliased, you can use a built-in function and an operator. The operator used in this function is assignment operator. The function takes in a variable and returns the memory ID that Python associated with it. If two mutable variables have the same memory ID, they are aliased. Giving a new name to an existing list is called aliasing. The new name is called alias name. For example, take a list X with the 5 elements as X is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Here is an example for aliasing. It's a program. Example. Create a list. Original list is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Creating an alias. Alias list is equals to original list. Modifying the list using the alias. List dot append parenthesis 5. Assessing the list through the print original list, and the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is an example explanation for this program. In this example, original list and aliased list both refer to the same list object. When two or more append the value 5 to aliased list, it modifies the underlying list object. As a result, when we access the list through the original list variable, the changes are visible. Now we are going to study in detail about copying. Copying a list involves creating a new list object with the same elements as the original list. The new list is completely independent of the original list. Any modification made to the copied list do not affect the original list and vice versa. Cloning means creating a new list with the same elements of an existing list. This can be done using slicing, the copy method, or the list constructor. When changes are made to the cloned list, it does not affect the original list. Cloned list is nothing but the copying list. If we want to modify a list and also keep a copy of the original, we need to be able to make a copy of the list itself, not just the reference. This process is sometimes called cloning, means copying. To avoid the ambiguity of the word copy, the easiest way to clone a list to use the slice operator. There are a few ways to create a copy of a list. These are the examples of the copying using the copy method. We have a program. Original list is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Copied list is equals to original list dot copy, and the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Using the built-in function list function. Using list is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Copied list is equals to list original list. And the next one is using slicing. Original list is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Copied list is equals to original list. Let's see an example of copying. Original list is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Creating a copy using the copy. Copied list is equals to original list dot copy. Modifying the copied list dot append file. Displaying the original and copy. Print original list, then the output will be 1. Print copied list, then the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is an example explanation for this program. In this example, the copied list is created as a separate list object with the same elements as original list. When we append the value 5 to copied list, it does not affect the original list. To summarize, aliasing refers to multiple variables referring to the same list object, while copying creates a new independent list object with the same elements as the original list. Aliasing leads to shape changes, whereas copies remains separate entities. There is a difference between aliasing and copying. Aliases point to the same location in memory, so they edit the same list. But copies point to different location in memory, so the lists are not the same. Not all data types are mutable. The opposite of mutable is immutable. Thank you.